Hi, it's Laura, and I'm here finally with Project 9 of the 12 projects of 2025, even though it is now 2026. I I had a lot happen over the course of the holiday season, and I tried, but yeah, no, it comes in threes, so hopefully it's over at this point. I broke a tooth right around Thanksgiving. I, before Thanksgiving, messed up my knee. And then I really messed it up while Christmas shopping, where it felt like my knee exploded. And it appears I have a torn ACL, and I'm not even a quarterback. So, anyway, so we're dealing with that for the next quite a bit of time. I have a big honking brace that I wear and all sorts of good stuff. And going up and down the stairs in a two-story house is not pleasant, but we're getting there. And then my husband's car completely died a while, just, like a month ago. And then my car is acting up. So wee-haw. But anyway, this is a fun little project that I am super excited to show you. It is using the little slide frames. Now, the one I'm using is the Sizzix one. It's one of the Tim Holtz Thinlits. But there are other slide. Oh, my brain dies out there. My brain is just not wanting to function. Now, I did these. You can do them out of heavy cardstock or light chipboard. I did these out of Reeves BFK because I wanted to ink them and such a bit. But you can do these even. I thought about doing them out of opaque white plastic so they look like actual slides, since my entire childhood was on slides. So I don't have, those cool pictures to look through. Mine are all on slides. And yes, I know we can convert them. We just haven't done that yet. So, but what I did with these is I turned them into little embroidered slides. So we'll show that up a little closer. And you can just embroider with anything. I just kind of did it. Each of them takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And I just kind of freehand, just embroidered. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. You could actually do little appliques in there. But I thought that made cute little things at the bottom here, and I meant to do it, but I didn't. I'm going to put some, you can either stamp words, or I'm going to pull words out of vintage books, that sort of thing on each of these. As I started this video, I realized, I didn't do those yet. So, but to do these, then you're going to just cut your, use your dies to cut out your slide frame. And then what I've done, so I have one of each of the three colors. What I've done is I've taken, this is some linen. I think it's a cotton linen blend, but it's some linen that comes in cool colors. And I've just cut little pieces that fit behind the window. And then I've just glued them and then let it dry. But glued them so it's, it's relatively tight. It's not like quite as tight as like a hoop, but it does kind of stretch the fabric across the opening. And then rather than closing them up at this point, this is when I sit there and I just do the quick little stitching. As I said, 10 to 20 minutes probably per slide is all you really need, and you can do it as simple or as complicated. You could also put cross stitch cloth in there, Aida cloth, I think, Ida, something like AIDA cloth, in to where you could do little kind of cross stitch if that's more your speed. And then after you stitch it, you'll just glue these two sides together, and you end up with a little embroidered slide. And these can go into any kind of journal, whether it's a fabric journal, a paper journal, can be in like a little tag slot. What I'm going to do with these is I'm going to make, so I have 6 of them cut out here so far, but I'm going to end up doing a dozen of them, because those boxes, if you're old enough that you had slides, they have a box that just hinges open. So I'm going to make a little box that these all go into. The other thing by using this Tim Holtz one is it does have a solid back on it, and you could actually put some sort of journal type thing, journaling on the back, you know, poems, a quote, whatever you want to do, also on the back, or you could, you know, do some sort of other mixed media on the back. But super quick, super easy, super just fun to sit and do. It's a great little evening project. I know stitching and using fabric in mixed media is becoming uber popular. Of course, as soon as I start to move in the direction, more in the direction of my fabric stuff, everything else does as well. So, but that's a good thing. So, I do have the next 3 projects are all going to be fabric oriented books, ones that you can use. The first one I'm going to be showing you is one where I'm using some of my, what I call my quilt sketches are going to go in there. And I've also been posting on my Instagram of a book project that I've got underway that I've kind of got the first layer done, and I'm going to be adding a whole bunch more layers, and it's going to take months to work on, because it's going to have some more machine stitching, some hand stitching. It's just going to be one of those projects that I pick up and can work on. And it's going to be showing you a book method that I learned from my mom back in, it was either the late 60s or the early 70s. So it'll be fun to show that one to you. And then I have 2 more after that I'm going to combine into one video for 11 and 12, because both of those are borrowing from simple paper books, but doing them out of fabric. And so then you can use them again. You can paint on them, you can stitch on them, you can use them just like they're a paper book and collage on top of them, whatever on that. And so those are part of my, you know, I've scrapbooked for so many years, and now I'm book scrapping. So I'm taking and making fabric books that I'm then adding scraps and bits and stuff to. So they're book scrapping. So I'll be doing those videos after you get through watching this one. You can go and watch those. So thanks a bunch.